My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Araki Agaladurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as Rhûn. Captain Arig is to take Captain Anar of the Dwarves on in Wintirianior in our defence of the settlement, the castle. Let us hope we can at least stall them as our reinforcements arrive by ship, sailing the Sea of Rhûn. Stjøren Taramba. Oh, specialist Dwarven siege works for you out there. Armour plating on their siege equipment. Save for the ballistae, of course. The catapult does look different as well, but they haven't got any. Just can't show you those. But what they have got are some men of Dale. Dwarven miners. Dwarven warriors. Oh, no, there's a catapult. Bugger. Dwarven miners, more miners. Some axe throwers in the back. Some fort units. Actually, they've got quite a militia force. Loads of Dwarven miners and then fort units. Yeah, we've got some chance here, people. And the square's right round here. We can totally nullify their siege equipment by pulling out, basically. Yeah, let's go for this. Right, get the habitats there. Put the archers on this wall with the view to shoot that way. Halberdiers and the Balkoth stand here ready to flank. Take a unit of these men with you. Actually, take two of those. Have our general at the back here. Ah, no, what if they come from that way? No, they won't come from that way, surely. If they're coming through that door, they're going to come down this road and up here. Have our general at the back. And then these three are going to defend our square, and we'll use the rest of our force. I'm never going to be able to move these until the start, to be honest, but which is what we'll have to do. Ah, who have we forgotten? Oh, another unit of Daratai. You guys stand in the centre square. Come on, there we are. Start the battle. There we are. You guys are going to be the first port. You gentlemen the second. Or actually, you gentlemen the second. And the clansmen that we have here, turn and face. If they do call our bluff and run round here, then these men will be ready to fight. But if not, these men are all going to be ready to flank. Which is what we're hoping for. Right, hopefully they're wasting their siege equipment attacking the wall. Yeah, they are. So we'll go to times 6. Fools. Yeah, you bring down the wall, lads. You waste your singly outrageously powerful unit.
Now, remember, fear is worse than fighting.
Well, he's very outspoken about the fall of the wall. Don't worry, friend. They're dwarves, yes, but they are dwarven militia. Now, we are militia, yes, but it at least levels it a bit. Their morale is still going to be very high. Oh, they're taking down the towers. Even though those towers won't shoot at them because I have no one near them to man them, they're going to waste their shots now on the towers. Regarding the fire arrows, I've seen a few people actually say, if fire arrows are removed, how on earth are we going to be able to rout Mumakil or send them berserk? I just facepalmed. How many times do you actually fight Mumakil? And how many times do you actually get to the point where rather than just kill the Mumakil, you actually manage to make them go berserk? It's very rare. And also, if you are up against Mumakil properly, then just bring some ballistas, some ballistae. These things drop Mumakil like they're made of nothing. Mumakil are actually a really bad unit. They really are a terrible unit. Their hitbox is so big, they're so easy to kill. So the fact that fire arrows are going to go is the least of your worries. But what I do plan to do with fire arrows, and the reason I'm speaking of it is because it's pertinent to this very campaign, is owing to the fact that we've given the men of Rhûn this kind of dragon worshipping theme, and I mean, as if you even look at them, they've got flames on their bloody tunics. So what we're going to do is, because fire arrows are somewhat unrealistic in this time period that Lord of the Rings is loosely designed around, early medieval, Instead, what we're going to do is play on the kind of more magic aspect, and we're going to have fire arrows for units or nations whereby they've got some sort of sorcery that would allow it. And the first one is Rhûn. Our current plan is to take away the fire arrows as a unique, like, toggleable option. And instead, every runic archer, as default, will have fire arrows. Now, it's debatable whether or not they'll still have the same morale effect, but I think they probably will, to be honest. It'll only be a very small, minor debuff. The orc poison arrows will be far greater. And both of these things will not be things that you switch to. So the forces of Rhûn will use fire arrows as their default arrow. And the forces of the orcs will use poison arrows as their default arrow. Note that these arrows are basically identical. They both just have a morale effect, but one has a flaming visual and the other one has no visual. So mostly it's just for the visual effect, but the fire arrow for Rhûn will be turned to basically a normal arrow, so it fires the same amount of time, that kind of stuff.
Have the walls. Drive them back.
And it will have a minor morale debuff. Right, here we go. What are they going to do? Are they going to turn left or are they going to go straight on? Oh, they don't really know. The Dale Cavalry is charging in first, which is foolish. But our units stand ready. Red cloaked warriors. Someone is breaking left. Dwarven miners. Curses. Alright then. Balkoth spearmen. Take that position. You guys take that position. Swap the general around to take that position. Ah, look, the cavalry is coming all the way around. They're just going to avoid going for the square by the looks of it. Archers, feel free to now start firing. There we are. Oh, why are you doing arcing shots? You've got clear line of sight. Ah, well, most of you have done a normal shot, which is alright. And the tower, obviously, is fighting for us. Oh, not very well, though. Oh, no, not very well at all. First it hit the wall, then it hit our own man in the head. Jeez. The towers have been paid off by the dwarves. Heresy! Treachery! Betrayal. Right, so now it comes down to it. So, only one unit seems to have gone around the side. A unit of miners. Oh, hold on, what's this over here? The units from the walls might come that way as well. The Ballaster troops are moving in on foot, as are the catapult forces. That's interesting. They're throwing everything at us. But most of their army is stalled around the back somewhere. Ah, but look, now our archer's working exactly as intended. Straight line fire down into those dwarves. A couple of them are going down. And the tower's supporting. Yes, good, good. Cavalry taking a bit of a pounding. I'll tell you what we will do, actually. Move the spearmen out. So that because we've got 2 units of these, and then Daratai clansmen as well. So bring one of the shield walls around. They walk very, very slowly. I hope that means that they stay fresh when they arrive, because they're walking slower than normally walking. But the dwarves are having a bit of a bad day, really. Their forces are all here, but they're all just kind of lingering, loitering. Not really sure what to do with themselves. So they're coming in dribs and drabs. I'm expecting that our warriors here will die, to be honest. That is what I'm imagining is going to happen. But actually, to ensure that we use our flanking tactic the best, let's pull our shield wall unit back to the square, so that then we can rush up the hill better. Dwarven miners 92, Barkoth 155. But then we have got the odd arrow hitting its mark. This is our real trump card. An armor-piercing, mid-tier-ish kind of unit, or early mid unit. The dwarves don't have anything above militia in this whole army. I don't know where their general is as well. Which one is he? Ah, he's back here in this little mix-up. I believe that general... that. Oh no, that's just their officer, isn't it? Perhaps that red-cloaked fellow there. Archers are just awaiting another target. Oh, the cavalry is doing really quite well against those Darutai. They're not going to do too well when they arrive at the wall behind it, though. Spearmen in shield wall formation, a cavalry's worst nightmare. Speaking of Dale, we've caved owing to the need for a different look for the generals. And from Reforged, there is a unit in the red garb of the Hobbit movie. In the Hobbit movie, the captains of the army of Dale seem to wear a red outfit, whereas the general kind of line soldiers wear the blue, from what we can see. And Reforged have both of these. Well, the blue one I'm pretty sure Reforged took from us, so because we have the Lake Town pikemen, obviously. But we've now made the general's unit of Dale the red garbed guys from the film. So the heavy armoured units are now purely reserved for Dale's post-barracks event elites. Ah, the cavalry immediately routed once they hit the secondary wall. As did the miners. Interesting. But more come again. 4 axemen, right, they're actually going to be a challenge. So, Darutai, you're going to flank. Off you go. Banner of the Dragon waves as our forces filter out. But we'll get some shots on those 4 axemen from our archers before they get here. They're holding surprisingly well in the centre. That slight hill offering them that little boost that they might need. The axe throwers are even in there. Why have the axe throwers wasted themselves in that? Interesting. But we can get a nice flank on these 4 axemen. If they don't rout pretty quickly. We shall see. It's a bit of a bitty battle, isn't it? They're attacking in places, in parts, but they're just milling around over here still. Undecided whether or not to come on the left or come on the right. Oh, the miners are recouped. Some more people come. Our archers will get more targets. Oh, they already are. Well done. There's arrows flying. More fort spearmen, or more fort units. Ah, Darutai come up against those small group of miners. There's only 34 of them, and they've already run away once. I can't imagine they're going to stay against you for that long. Oh no, they're falling really quickly, in fact. Yeah, chase them down, then you're a bit faster than them. Ah, bugger. More Dwarven miners. Where are they going to go? And those axemen are winning. We really needed to hit them in the side. Ah, but if you're just going to run straight down there. Perfect. Oh, bugger off. Right, that's... Oh, that hope to flank there has turned into basically a rout. Our archers are now fully out of arrows. The enemy is yet to make it to the square still. The Westron defenders holding incredibly well. And they're up against the 2 units we actually are concerned with. The axe throwers and the warriors are both in here, I believe. Oh no, they're just the axe throwers. So where are the warriors? I'm sure there was a unit of warriors as well. Oh, those fort spearmen aren't doing well. Contrary to the axemen who are murdering us. Slaughtering our number. Darutai take on the dwarves. With axes and shields all, the dwarves fall. I think we can get those fort men to rout if our general hits at the right time. There we are, that was quick, simple and effective. Got routing on that side. Oh, I'll tell you what actually then. You guys can move up to support those Dwarven miners. Is there a threat of anyone else coming this way? Oh yeah, look, 4 archers are now moving in. The catapult crew's still back here. The cavalry have regrouped. There's the Dwarven warriors just milling around. Ballaster crew. And more miners at the end there. That unit's actually going though. Still haven't even had to call on the Dragon Guard yet. I think we're going to win. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna come out with it. But what we are gonna do though is be really sneaky and run our archers through along the wall so that we can flank. That one guy at the end. Wait for me, guys! I dropped my sword! Come on, Steve! I got it, guys. Don't you worry. Oh, he's got an axe, actually. He's picked up someone else's weapon. The dozy clout. As we go through the wall. And then, just at the right moment, we spring the trap! That'll cause routing. Yes. Push into them. Oh, just as the bloody cavalry make themselves known again. You guys, come off the defensive mode. Push into the miners. Defend the archers. We've now been caught in the bloody crossfire.
We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Oh, 4 archers. What's happened up here then? Did our armies die? Ah, yes, our Balkoth and Daratai was sandwiched and killed. Bugger, and our general's now alone on that side. Right. We don't really need anyone in the middle then. So Dragon Guard, come and save the general. Archers, you guys pull back. Spearmen, you hit the cavalry. Dragon Guard. Just kind of force yourselves through. There you go. Now it will be a slaughter. Armor piercing versus 4 archers. Not even a contest. Our numbers are winning. We're pushing their bodies back. Oh, he's going for the banner carrier. And there's 2 officers in there, clad in the full garb of Erebor's heavy warriors. Ah, but the enemy gets a brief rally and pushes us away from the banner carrier. But we resurge again, hammering the officers. Pressing for the flag. And the Dwarven miners are wavering, but the fort archers flee. The fort archers reduced to 9 men. The Dwarven miners down at 42. Dragon Guard. Stand your ground. And hit those warriors. How are we doing on the other side? I've neglected it entirely. There's more Dwarven miners over there, but not really a threat now. Our general's been saved. As our unit of defenders finally falls, but by the time they fell, the enemy now has no hope getting numbers in. This catapult crew is all their hope, really. Their general's also now involved. Is he the miners over here? Yes. The captain, sorry. So the captain was a Dwarven miner. There he is in the red. He is the red cloaked guy. Don't think it'll be long before he goes down.
enemy's general lies dead.
There we are.
Now his men can sense their doom upon them.
Now, of course, dwarves have very high morale response, meaning that the fall of their captain will only affect those who are already of a mind to flee. The axe throwers are actually throwing their axes now. What do they sound like? Let's listen. Yeah, just javelin noise. Yeah, I'd much rather the stone throwers sounded like that than the bows that they currently sound like. General, charge in and support the Dragon Guard. Numbers are needed here. Spearmen actually run through them. Otherwise they're going to throw axes at you. Ah, they're wavering, they're wavering! Our Dragon Guard are taking losses though. Yeah, we got the Dwarven warriors shaken. And they've charged into our line even more, and now they're done. Right. Something needs to be done then. We have a general to kill. We have catapult crews to kill, sorry. Although they attacked us, didn't they? So we also have the timer on our side at the moment. We have a fully fresh unit of Daratai. We've got our archers there. Arielad coming in that way, and if we need him, our general.
4 fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Get everyone into position, and then we'll rush around and hit the catapult crews. But if we don't have to attack them, we won't. Simple as that, to be honest. The timer is really nearly done. This was a very key battle, which is why I've focused... Again, this whole episode now is just this battle, but this is a massive battle. Because if this army can survive without intervention, then the army that's sailing towards Winterinior can be used to hit the Dwarven homeland. Problem, of course, is that once we hit the Dwarven heartland, Dale will then turn on us. An as yet unknown enemy.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Might as well throw what we've got left in. Might get a mass rout once they all arrive. As we look at that, utterly surround them.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose
Punch
heart.
deep into their heart. Yes! Capture as many as you can. Capture as many as you can. 98%. You can all stop now. Well bloody done. Well done indeed, men. 99% of the Dwarven force fell. I thought I might as well just wait for the timer to tick down. It only takes a few moments at time 6. That was so bloody successful. If they had brought anything more than militia, I don't think we would have managed it. But the timer's ended. We won.
Victory is ours.
We lost 953, but
well deserved.
Captain and I only got 111. And the total kills go to the Westron defenders at 230. Take those 3 out. And the total kills of our standing army were the Daratai hunters. The archers got the most kills. That is good archer placement right there. I'll take that one. I'll nod my cap to myself. Tip my cap. As the Witch King of Angmar. Demon horse. Kill them all. There's our army at the port, just to the west, ready to jump out and save the defenders. And that they will now be able to do. It's a Dwarven port, in fact. The Dwarves held the town long enough to build a port there. No, I won't take another one. The Rangers are doing well. Oh, interesting. Well, no need to dismount at the port. We can dismount at Winterinior now. There we are. A garrison of real elites arrives. Your men are no longer required. Stand down.
How may I serve?
Orders. An honor to
Although, look at this. We could attack him and it wouldn't be a bridge battle, but Dorwinian's on their way over now, because we've obviously pushed them out of Dorwinian. Very successful few rounds. Ah, Burra Monarchus.
How may I serve?
What are you retraining? Ah, I'll just take what we want now. I think you're pretty much done.
Orders.
Off you go.
Joining our
Put another nail in the coffin of Dorwinian.
at once.
Righty-ho. So you're going to stay in Winterior now, but you could do with a general. Didn't we get one in Elgar? Yes, Nizar.
Orders. Our wind shall
Noble one.
How far can that go? Not that far. I think I might leave you there and take him on the next turn where we can do it in one go, in case we get attacked. Dale are already here. Bloody Admiral Bondi. Holding us to ransom at the port. Any further construction? Oh, you can take an armourer. Go on then. Rubar. Just take a shrine. What the hey? Coruscant's building already. Winterior is now free to rebuild. Repair those and then get us an archery range, yeah. 2 units of retraining available there. See, that army is now way better. We've got 2 units of the Dragon Guard, we've got crossbowmen, we've got a unit of the warriors, we've got the first signs of the elites of Rhûn, the Loknarim.
Yes.
The Khan Margos really needs... I suppose we could probably actually attack that and beat it quite nicely. We don't have any cavalry though, and they do, and cavalry would take out the siege. But Gimli's just there, always.
How may I serve?
Who should we drop back in? You two can drop back
How may I
in.
serve? Orders. As you will.
And the rest of you, actually, when the ship drops off Nizar, I'll take you away and retrain you. Oh, look what we can train here, though. That army can drop in quite nicely behind the cav, behind the dwarves. We use our ships still. Oh, and then we're gonna get troops from there as well. This is gonna have 4 sort of elite units will be ready soon. But how do we then deal with furthering our cause against Dorwinian? Dorwinian obviously have this region, the Plains of Arafal. They've also got the Plains of Vidigavia and the Vanian Heartland region.
Orders.
Oh, and we have a ship that I never used, did I?
Orders.
Might as well bring you home, get you retrained.
Course set.
It isn't too far. But we also know from unfortunate cheating that Dorwinian have a fair amount over here in the west.
An honor
But once we've taken Othelbed, I think we'll then press out as a 3. We are 3 big armies. We train what we can, where we can. Oh, that's going to upgrade in 4 turns. That's cool. But let's see what they try and do then. I wonder if maybe they'll accept... Oh, you're a spy. Oh, whoops. I thought you were a diplomat. Not all that bothered about Skarn. Where is our diplomat? Karagi. He's in Western Dorwinian, not doing anything. Ah, he's a spy as well. We don't have a diplomat. Right, this explains much. Coruscant. Kindly... No, actually, where's our capital? That's training as well, isn't it? Yeah, get a stipboat. Those retraining is just armour, it's not actually retraining. Oh, we need a diplomat. We'll try and sue for some peace, maybe. Leave the dwarves alone, take Dorwinian out. When Dorwinian falls, as I say, the might of Dale will arrive upon us. In the episode on Friday, or whenever it was, I recorded it on Friday, or Thursday, I don't know. It was the first Rhûn one of this weekend's set. And I said about how the Bree campaign is more popular than the Rhûn campaign. And obviously your comment, the first and major point and comment that I totally missed, of course, was that the Bree campaign is earlier in its run. And the early ones always see more views. And they always drop off. That's just the way of every YouTube channel. And then it settles to a point where they stay. For example, the Gondor ones. I think the first episode of the Gondor campaign has something stupid like 20,000 views. And then by the end, it settled at about 4,000 per video. 5,000 per video, sorry. Which is pretty damn bloody good. That's almost a quarter of my subscribers, which is outrageously good under the general way that YouTube works. If I pop you in that ship... Yeah, I can use the ship to then get you over. Brilliant.
my master.
Admiral Kaved just run away from them. And so that's one of the reasons why the Rhûn campaign is
Noble one.
slightly behind in terms of views because, of course, the Rhûn campaign is further ahead. But additionally, as many people said, I think it's also important to note that a large part of the reason is potentially just because I quite clearly in the videos enjoy the Bree campaign a little bit more than Rhûn. And now upon reflecting upon that a bit for myself, I realise that that is entirely accurate. Whilst I am enjoying my time with Rhûn, and allow me to say that accurately, a lot more than I thought I would, I am really enjoying playing as Rhûn. I still am enjoying the Bree land infinitely more. There's just something about playing as the Bree land that I love. No! I've accidentally clicked enter. I didn't mean to do that. That's bloody annoying, that is. That's not too bad, I suppose. It's not too bad. The dwarves have both moved off, back into the trees. They've pulled away. Once we take an Othelbed, as I say, we'll then move out in a three-pronged attack. The army in Coruscant will cross the river. We'll merge that with the force that's training in our heartland. We need a big army to cross the river. We need our best army to cross the river.
An honor to serve.
Oh, Jesus, McNesus. Vine Lord Swain has come back.
My enemy.
And they've gotten their faction leader out. Kabisar's triumph. Yeah, go on then, get a Merchant's Wharf. Rhubarb built that shrine I asked of it. Still can't do us out. There's the dwarves, both running away. Take a better barracks here. We actually can train things really damn quickly. Did we burst through the shrines? Yeah, we're already at a dark temple. So an army from Coruscant, which will be made into our best army, as I say, probably taking parts of Winterian Eor. Yeah, look how many armies we can field with the money we've got. Christ. It really is why this faction is so simple, isn't it? It's money. I'm not even a very good economist, as you've all seen. I pay it like no attention. It's not necessarily that I'm bad at it, I'm just lazy with it. I don't bother. And even I'm managing to... although I have, I suppose, this time actively focused on economy first. But it's interesting that the dwarves are completely running away. That's very interesting to note. But there'll be a small army from here. Yeah, so hold there for the moment, and we'll take the elite forces from these two. Chuck in a few more elites over there. We've got the money for it. So you're probably going to die. No words about it. Swine's probably going to beat you. But I'm also thinking the armies from Rakarman and Sat may not be that great. Oh, did I just get a beep? I left Discord on. Ugh, curses.
An honor to serve.
Margot's still standing on the bridge for now. And there's quite an army there, to be honest. See, this army I think should move out. I think the best defense in terms of Winterian Eor is to offend and go. So we want to leave behind 2 units of guardsmen who haven't really done anything. That leaves us with 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go for Bersergath, actually. I know I said I need a strong army to cross the river, but we've got the army in the that will be in the ship sailing up soon. And if need be as well, of course, we've got Margot's. Or I'm tempted to go for Skarn, actually. Because then the dwarves will stop focusing on Interior Eor and Rhubar. And Margot's can stay where he is for now, holding Rhubar while Nazar heads in. He's got quite a good army to deal with the dwarves, I think. There's 2 units of armor piercing. There's crossbowmen. There's 2 units of crossbowmen. We've got obviously the Narim. We've got 2 units of javelin. Yeah, you're going to go for Skarn.
Tomorrow's journey awaits. Yes,
You're going to go for Othelbed, but you'll probably get attacked before you get there. Various traits coming through there. Getting some retraining there. And we are but 2 turns now away. But I think I will end the episode there as we begin our push out. So hopefully that will be the final defense of our lands, really. With the next stages of the war being taken to the enemy. With some forces from Khand as well, I know. We're getting the Variag encampment up. This brings all 4 units of the Brotherhood. Although one of these 4 units has since been cut. I can tell you that it's the sword unit. They no longer exist. They're also going to get new names, but I've not decided on what they'll be yet. Mordor's bloody holdings in our land. Reminding us that Mordor are really our overlords. As they push up our boundaries wherever we move. But no, as I say, I will end that there. after we go for one
We shall
attempt.
listen to your proposal.
Why is that very demanding? Switch allegiances, and we will... If you do switch allegiances, we'll basically keep you alive. I've gone past it. I know I've gone past it. Oh, why can't... Oh, because they're allied. I can't tell them to attack an ally. Damn it. So we can't really get them to attack anyone we want. No. The 3 that I would tell them to attack.
Never. This meeting was disappointing.
As you wish.
This meeting was only disappointing because you refused to secede.
Orders. You control access
Siege that
to this
port.
port.
Alright, so there we are. That will conclude. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and indeed you enjoyed yesterday's Warhammer episode if you're one of the Warhammer following. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar na den Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.